Jack Wilshere declares Arsenal's 15-year-old the next Kaka. Hale End has a new king. Welcome to Football Focus. Hope you're all having a great day. Before we kick off, if you love football, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive in. Jack Wilshere's words carried the weight of experience, loyalty, and vision, especially when he looked out onto the pitch at Hale End and declared that Arsenal had something truly extraordinary on their hands. The former Arsenal midfielder, now in charge of Arsenal's U18s, isn't known for handing out casual praise. So when he made comparisons between a 15-year-old academy gem and Brazilian legend Kaka, the football world had no choice but to take notice. For Arsenal fans, Wilshere's comments were not just a vote of confidence, they were a promise that the club's future remained in safe, magical hands. The player in question? An electrifying, smooth-moving teenager whose identity remains guarded from widespread public attention, not because the club lacks faith in him, but because they want to protect the purity of his development. But inside Hale End, those who watch him daily know the truth. This is no ordinary youth prospect. This is a player whose feet whisper secrets to the ball. This is a player whose footballing intelligence defies his age. This is Arsenal's secret Kaka. Wilshere had seen it all before. He had lived the Hale End life. He was the golden boy once, hailed as the most gifted midfielder England had ever produced, handed his debut at just 16, dazzling at the Camp Nou against Xavi and Iniesta. And now, standing on the touchline, Wilshere sees reflections of his younger self. But what he sees in this starlet goes even further. He moves like him, he glides like him, but more than that, he thinks like him, Wilshere told Arsenal's internal media. I know it's a big comparison. I know what people will say. But when I see him on the ball, when I see how he controls the tempo, when I see the passes he sees before anyone else, it's not just special, it's rare. These aren't throwaway lines. These are the reflections of a player who understands just how rare it is for a young footballer to combine vision, technique, and calmness in equal measure. And make no mistake, Arsenal's coaching staff aren't the only ones paying attention. Scouts from all over Europe have heard the whispers. Premier League rivals have been quietly sniffing around hoping to unsettle. European giants have already made informal contact, gauging the situation, but Arsenal's internal structure, headed by Per Mertesacker, Edu, and Mikel Arteta, is designed specifically to protect these rare talents. There's a reason Wilshere is so vocal. He knows the importance of backing brilliance early. He remembers his own path. He remembers the pressure, the headlines, the praise, the setbacks. He doesn't want this starlet to walk alone into the storm of hype without the full force of Arsenal's support behind him. Wilshere's coaching methodology is rooted in empathy and tactical sophistication. He often spends extra time with this youngster, working on close control, scanning, and movement between the lines. But even then, the boy seems to outgrow every drill placed in front of him. At just 15, he's already training occasionally with the U18s and has even been granted minutes in closed-door sessions with the U21s. Coaches say he owns the midfield in ways that make players 3 years older pause and rethink their pressing angles. Comparisons to Kaka aren't made lightly. The Brazilian Ballon d'Or winner was known for his graceful stride, his deceptive burst of acceleration, and his divine ability to make final third decisions look effortless. And in this Arsenal starlet, many see that same blueprint. What makes the story more poignant is that this boy didn't come through a typical elite recruitment path. He wasn't headhunted by dozens of scouts at a youth tournament abroad. Instead, he was discovered during a North London schools competition, raw, skinny, and fearless. One scout likened him to a street footballer who had somehow memorized the rhythms of Zinedine Zidane and uploaded them into his own body. Arsenal moved fast. Hale End became his second home, and every coach along the way began to realize they had something extraordinary. In small-sided games, he never loses the ball. In positional drills, he's always 2 moves ahead. In big moments, he wants the ball, not to show off, but to make the right decision. And when Wilshere decided to publicly draw the Kaka comparison, it wasn't to inflate hype. It was to announce with honesty that this boy is already redefining expectations. But Arsenal knows that development is fragile. For every prodigy that flourishes, there are 5 who fall by the wayside. That's why the club is taking no chances. He's not being rushed, he's not being paraded. Internally, there's a calm plan, a 5-year roadmap that plots out his pathway to the senior squad. By the time he's 18, if development continues at this rate, he'll already be in contention for first-team training. The plan is Arteta-led. It's not based on fame, shirt sales, or early exposure. It's based on the football, pure football. And that's what Wilshere respects most. He's not chasing likes, he's not asking for more social media exposure. He's obsessed with football. He comes in early, he leaves late. He asks questions, he listens. That's why I said what I said. If people think I'm exaggerating, let's talk again in 3 years. I'll be proven right. That level of confidence isn't arrogance. It's a message to Arsenal fans, a call to get excited, but also to be patient. Because what's coming through Hale End might not just be the next big name, it could be the next cultural figure of Arsenal Football Club. Already, whispers around the club suggest this boy could become the face of a new Arsenal era, one shaped not by mega-star signings, but by homegrown brilliance. The academy is thriving under Mertesacker's leadership, and with Wilshere's involvement, it's creating players who blend tactical understanding with emotional resilience. There are even rumors that Wilshere personally turned down offers from lower league clubs because he wanted to remain close to this crop of talents. He sees them as his legacy. And this Kaka-like starlet, he's the jewel of that generation. Arsenal's fanbase has long prided itself on nurturing young talent, from Liam Brady to Tony Adams, from Ashley Cole to Cesc Fabregas, from Jack Wilshere to Bukayo Saka. Youth is part of the club's DNA. This boy is next. In scrimmages, even some first-team players have reportedly been shown clips of his movement. The murmurs? Who's that? Is he really only 15? Yes, he is. And if Wilshere's prophecy come true, the Arena Stadium crowd may soon rise as one, singing a new name, not of a £100 million marquee signing, but of a Hale End boy who walks like Kaka and dreams like an Arsenal legend. This story is still unfolding. The name will soon become known. The goals will come, the assists, the standing ovations, the iconic shirt number, the chants, the celebrations. But for now, it all begins with Wilshere's words. Words that cut through the noise and told the truth. He moves like Kaka, he thinks like Kaka, and he wears the red and white of Arsenal. Thank you so much for watching our video. For all the latest football news and analysis, be sure to subscribe to the Football Focus YouTube channel.